Hello, I'm Jackie Garvin, and welcome to Salmon Biscuits in the Kitchen. Now, I know I don't even have to tell y'all about this apron. You know, this is Queen Dean, Miss Paula's apron. I ordered it from her online store, and she's actually got several different types of, several different varieties of aprons, but I like this one that says the lady can cook. We are making something today that is a throwback to my childhood, salmon patties. Now, my mom and grandmama both call this Salmon Patties. They pronounce the L in salmon. And I probably was in high school before I realized that the proper way to pronounce that word is salmon. But we made salmon patties all the time. It's cheap and it's quick, and that's exactly the kind of meals that we prepared. You actually can, you can feed 4 people easily on 1 can of salmon. Now, I like to use wild Alaskan pink salmon, excuse me, and I like to buy the canned salmon that has the bones and the skin, and then pick those out, take them out. I just think it's more flavorful when the fish is processed with the bones and the skin. So I've got 1 can that I've already picked and boned, and it's in this bowl here. To that, I'm going to add 1 slightly beaten egg. We're going to add about 1/4 of a cup of finely diced sweet onion. And if you can get you some Vidalia onions from Vidalia, Georgia, those are some fine onions. And then I'm just going to put flour in there until it looks right. I've got about 1/2 of a cup here, but I don't know that I'm going to have to use all of it. So we're just going to start working it around. And we'll know when it gets to the right consistency. Now, I cook my salmon patties a little bit different than my mother and my grandmother did. They would actually form 4 patties from 1 can, form 4 large patties from 1 can, and then fry it up. I like to just drop tablespoons full into the pan, because when you have more surface area, like you do if you're making small patties instead of large patties, that's going to be more of an opportunity for crispiness. Crispiness is good. I'm going to put just a little bit more flour in there. You want to see that all the moisture from the salmon has been absorbed by the flour. And I think this looks about right. So I think I probably used about 1/4 of a cup total. Now we're going to take this back over to my hot skillet and cook it over there, but we're going to bring you with us. So we'll meet you at the stove. Well, hey there. I've just taken out the first batch of salmon patties, and I'm putting in the second. Now, what you want to do is have the bottom of your pan just covered in oil. You don't need it. You don't need 3 inches of oil to fry these. It's not deep fried. And then just scoop up a little teaspoonful at a time. Dip your spoon into the oil and kind of press it down a little bit. You want them a little bit flat. And then these will only need to cook about 3 or 4 minutes on each side. This is fast food. Now, some families call these salmon croquettes. Well, croquettes is way too fancy a term for my family. They're just plain old salmon patties to us. And Mama always liked to make tomato and rice when she made salmon patties. That was just one of her go-to dishes. We ate them a lot. But you can see here, you can see in the platter how they look when they come up. They're just nice and golden and brown. And we always ate these with ketchup, but I like to eat them now with comeback sauce. And if you don't know about comeback sauce, you go to Salmon Biscuits on Facebook page and you'll find a recipe for comeback sauce. I'm telling you, that stuff is good with everything except Cheerios. It's not good on Cheerios. It's just a mixture of mayonnaise and ketchup and chili sauce and then some spices, but it is so good, especially good on salmon patties. And I'm going to be ready to flip these in just a minute. Okay, I'm taking out the last of these salmon patties, and you can see it makes a platter full. And one little 7.5 ounce can of salmon makes a whole platter full. Get that off the hot eye. And I'm going to put one on my plate right here. Put just a little bit of comeback sauce. I'm telling you, you've got to try the comeback sauce. And the salmon patties too. That's just how they're supposed to taste. Well, thank you for sticking with us again. I hope Syrup and Biscuits can be a bright spot in your day, and y'all come see us.